Yes, so my name is Frank Gallia from Malta. I'm from FireTek. This is the FireTek system, which is composed on two main modules. This is the firing interface, which is obviously used to connect igniters in the field. This is the remote controller, which is the master controller. Some innovative features that we have in all these modules are the flexibility that we are offering. So if the remote is not present for any reason, you can use a firing module that you have extra in the field to control other firing modules in the field. So it can be set as master, independent, and as a slave, controlled by a remote or not. The remote can communicate with the interfaces, firing interfaces via wireless and wired communication to wire communication, and you can use them also simultaneously for redundancy. So you can have both type of communication at the same time, which is, we think that it's a nice feature to have so that you don't only rely on wireless, but you have also wired communication. We have GPS modules inside each module. The GPS module is there to correct any communication latency, and is also there to have multiple firing locations synchronized via GPS timing, which is the perfect time that you can have. Then we also have another feature in the firing interface, which is what we call FireSure. This is a current monitor in each firing interface. We are measuring the current that goes through the igniter, and we keep the channel on as long as the igniter needs. So if the igniter is firing after 10 milliseconds, then the output current is stopped. If the igniter needs more current because maybe there's a series or a parallel circuit connected on the queue, then the current is kept on until the igniters are fired. Obviously up to a certain amount of time, which is 50 milliseconds. After 50 milliseconds, the system will go on to the next queue. But with the current monitor, which you can also see on the screen the impulse time and the impulse current, so you can also have a feedback for the operator, and also it is automatically adjusting the impulse current.
How many EQs can you use on one controller?
So each firing module can connect up to 4 rails. Each rail have 12 independent channels, so in total would be 48 independent queues. So that's why the name is FTH48, because it can fire up to 48 independent channels. We can also split the rails, so we use standard Ethernet cables, and we can split the rails so that you can have multiple rails connected, so you can create multiple fronts.
Is it working on internal battery or?
Yes, so each firing module have an internal battery, 24 volts, and it's suitable for 48 hours when it's fully charged. The remote controller has a battery capacity of 24 hours, so 24 hours and 48 hours. Obviously all these parameters are checked all the time in real time, so battery level, wireless communication, wired communication, igniters continuity, so you don't need to press any buttons or be in a specific mode. The system will automatically feeds all this information, the important information, to the operator on the remote.
For example, when you use a stepper sequence, how fast can you go?
You can go up to 50 milliseconds between each queue, just to be sure that the igniter is fired. We can go even lower because we have the automatic feedback impulse current adjustment. So if normal igniters, they fire within 10 milliseconds. So practically within 10 milliseconds, the system can go to the next queue.
You just show me the rails, the slats.
Yes, so
you told me they are waterproof.
yes, so we have the rails. It's a 12-channel rail. They can be fixed to racks. They can be prepared off-site also, obviously, with the racks. We like to keep the rails as flexible and economical possible, so that if the rail get damaged during firing, you can easily replace. We can also provide rigid enclosures. So this would be a rigid enclosure, but the interface, the rails that we provide are like this. Then this is something extra that we can offer. Yes, yes.
You also have a deadman button?
Yes, so we have a deadman button. With the deadman button, obviously, you have to keep a button pressed to keep the show live. Then we can also, with the second button, we can start semi-automatic sequences, or you can start pyromusical or a full automatic sequence. In the remote, we have an internal player, audio player, so you can dump audio on a USB stick, connect the USB stick to the remote, and you can start a pyromusical directly from the remote. Or we have time code inputs on each interface, also on the remote. So you can start the audio from an external player, time code into the system, and it will automatically start and be synchronized.
What kind of software? Is the software delivered with the system, or is it something you can work with each kind of software, like Finale Fireworks? Or?
Yes, so with a system we provide 3 softwares. So we have the FireTek software, and the software you can build a project, you can program the interfaces with the scripts. We also provide timecode generator, so if you have the audio ready for the display, you can add timecode to it with this special application. And we have a small application on Android smartphones, so you can control the interfaces also for small shows, obviously, with the smartphone application. And you can also use external applications like Finale Fireworks. You can export a project directly to our system. So this can be easily found in Finale, and you can build the project there, just export to our system, and you can program then using our software.
Sounds great.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Have
you
a
very
great
much for the
time.
information.
Thank you.